Hi, you guys. I have
Hello.
a very special guest today again.
Who?
You. This is my husband, Nate, if any of you didn't have the pleasure of meeting him in our couples tag or in any of my vlogs. But everybody loves you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Because who wouldn't love this handsome face?
And I love everyone.
Oh, really?
Yes, within reason.
Mostly me?
Yes,
Okay.
you most.
That's cool. But you guys were asking for more Nate, and I completely agree. I would like more Nate as well. And so here he is, and I made him wear an embarrassing matching shirt again. Actually, these are cute.
Can you tell this is her beast?
And it has like the claw marks, and then his beauty. I designed these actually, and I made them for us to wear to Disney, but I thought, why not keep up the embarrassing trend of matching shirts for couples videos for you
I
guys?
have to pretend not to like it.
Oh, he's a very good sport.
Yes.
So if you're on my Instagram story, I asked for more questions for the two of us, because I know last time we didn't kind of get to everybody. So you sent in some more, and we're gonna kind of just rapid fire knock those out. And we're having a little cocktail with you guys.
Yes, in honor of one of the questions that inspired this.
I have a gin martini, which is very...
It feels very LA. I guess it's kind of New York too.
It's probably more New York, but we're calling it LA.
But it's not very southern.
Yes, and he has sweet tea vodka.
And I have sweet tea vodka, which is incredibly southern.
So that's a little hint for probably the biggest question I want to give the most time to, because I've been promising to get to this. So
Is there water in this or just sweet tea vodka?
it's straight up vodka. Is that right? Is that
like
normal?
it.
I don't usually drink that. Let me try.
Yeah, it's good.
Let me try mine. Watch out for the lipstick.
This is going to be the most boring video.
Did you get
I
the
went right
lipstick?
on the lipstick.
I said watch out for it.
Oh.
Are you guys?
I love it on you, but not
Are your
on my
men
drinks.
weird about lipstick? Like, he kind of won't kiss me if I have lipstick.
Why did I do that? You warned me and everything.
Look, it's on your glass now.
Oh! The devil's ointment.
Oh my gosh, you
Okay.
guys. This is gonna, we gotta chop.
Wait, I want this to be in camera.
First one's for Nate. Batman or
For
Superman?
me?
Yes.
Okay.
Batman or Superman, and why?
Well,
This is
I
a
feel like-
microphone, by the way.
Yes. I feel like I could go on and on and on, but I won't, because this is more of a beauty planner blog and not a superhero blog. But hey, where's the mic? They can't hear me.
It
Where's the
was a
microphone?
metaphorical microphone.
But I've given this a lot of thought over my 40 some odd years of life, and Superman, okay, if they fought, it's silly to say that Batman would have a chance. No matter what armor he's wearing, what kryptonite he holds, Superman will crush him. But as far as characters go, Batman is a richer character in my mind. He's more,
So cute.
his obsession is exciting to read about it, and it makes him more flawed character.
And he's
in
just
many
normal
ways.
human. It's
And he's
very
just normal. He just did it
inspiring.
with a lot of money and perseverance, or determination, or both.
I'm trying to
Chutzpah.
find it. I have a Batman tattoo, guys.
She does, as do I.
Yeah.
Although a lot
That
of people
one's
can't
really
tell
cool. It's
what
dope.
it is, but
Was it from The Dark Knight Rises?
oh, you should have made it like a quiz, and they could win something.
Well,
But yeah.
comment below if you can tell
It's-
what that is.
In The Dark Knight Rises, they make this little chalk thing on the wall. Anyway, okay.
All right.
Thank you for letting me.
You
have a
guys, we
nerdy
are so
moment.
proud of him. That answer could have been
That was
a
it
60-minute
felt long.
video. You should do your own superhero channel.
Ah, that'd be fun.
Wouldn't that
But
be good?
I get so shy and sweaty.
Aw. Okay, the next one is probably more for me, but I would love to hear your answer too, which is favorite Disney movie.
Ah.
Which technically, I guess Marvel's all Disney.
Oh, well
so,
then that kind of
Yeah.
makes it difficult. But you go.
The live-action Cinderella will always have my heart.
It's on repeat here.
So good. But then again, Beauty and the Beast live-action also rocked my world.
What about the cartoons?
And then I love all the classic cartoons. When I was coming up, that's when they were the best, you know? Little Mermaid, Aladdin.
It was a renaissance.
It truly was. I don't know. You can't go wrong, in my opinion, with
A
any Disney
renaissance.
movie. I love a happy ending so much.
Although they do have tragically not happy beginnings.
I know.
More so than most movies. Like,
Especially for me, Disney movies really are, they should come with a trigger warning, because it's like
yes.
the parents always
Well, they
die.
do. It says Disney, Walt Disney Productions.
I
or
know.
whatever.
I braced myself. Okay. Anyway, fun dates on a budget. I love this question because we love dates. We go on dates a
Yes,
lot.
we do.
I mean, I guess everybody does.
With each other.
It's like a big part of our marriage. And so is budgeting, unfortunately. It's a little necessary. So The first thing that came to mind is once, do you remember, was it your birthday? I gave you a jar and it had like little $1 bills scrolled up and each one tied up with a ribbon with a date idea on it. And it was like all the money we would need for that date. So it was like $2 bills and it was like, go buy a loaf of bread and feed the ducks at the park.
We never did that.
Or
That would have been awesome.
like a couple of dollars and like go find an arcade and play arcade games.
That was really.
What else was
That was really clever.
There were some really good ones, and it was just
Sweet.
nice because like no matter what state the budget's in, there's no excuse not to have a date and
That's true.
prioritize your relationship and just have something fun. Or another one was like $2, and it was like buy 2 songs on iTunes and then listen to them under the stars together. And we like laid on our trampoline in our backyard and did that.
Back when we had a yard and a trampoline.
I miss that trampoline.
May I just say, I had a thought about this. Having dogs actually causes us to date, as long as we don't get into the cycle of you walk them in this time and I'll walk them at this time. When we walk them together, it's like a little free date because we go around
That's
the
true.
neighborhood.
That's
Yeah.
cute, and it can be a little adventure, and you can go somewhere new.
Yeah, sometimes we go to a
Even if you don't have
hiking
dogs,
spot.
walking or hiking is a fun date. So fun dates on a budget. If I can find a link, because I think it was like a Pinterest article that I made that jar from, I'll put it down below because those were some really good ideas.
They were.
Thank you. Okay, how to keep the marriage strong after all these years. And it's about to be our 7-year anniversary, so
I thought you said somebody asked how to spice it up.
that's coming up.
Oh, sorry. I read ahead a little bit, but
Yeah, don't worry, he didn't prepare
I
anything.
didn't. That's true.
Neither did I. So how do we keep it going strong? Well, we do like to date.
Each other.
I almost feel like we're still boyfriend and girlfriend, but it's a husband and wife.
That's fair.
Sure.
Why do you say that though?
I don't know, because I feel like it's like the romance is more alive if you're like dating and it's like that, oh, he's my boyfriend and my husband and
Yeah.
my best friend and everything.
And the mother of my dogs. Or the father of your dogs. I
Yeah,
guess.
my doggy daddy.
Doggy daddy.
Doggy daddy. What is the longest you've been apart and how did your relationship handle it? So that's, Nate is right. We probably have never been apart more than what, like 4 nights in a row?
That's what I was gonna say.
And that was rough.
Yeah.
Really rough.
A lot of FaceTime.
Lots of FaceTime, calling,
Excuse me.
texting, etc. I mean, we've always just been like every second we can be together. That's kind of always been my life policy after experiencing loss in my life. I just felt like life is short and I want to spend every single possible second with people I love. So chief among
Thank you.
them, this guy. So we definitely like if one of us, did you just say this? If one of us has a work trip, we'll try really hard to go with the other one.
I didn't say that. That's true.
Yeah. So that's a nice thing about. I mean, obviously not everybody has that flexibility.
Right.
But we try to be together as much as we can. And then if we had to be apart, obviously we'd make it work. Lots of
We do.
FaceTime.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you had to go on like a 6-month deployment, God forbid, that would be
Yeah. I don't know how
devastating.
military couples do it. That's
That would
amazing.
be so hard. It's
Especially when they
incredible.
have children and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's quite a tangent, but
But basically, yeah. I mean, I think a relationship can withstand anything it has to withstand.
Yes.
So.
yeah. I mean, chances are one of us will end up in prison at some point, and then we'll have to
It's
deal with
definitely
that.
gonna be you.
Oh,
Okay.
I hope that's not
That's not true. So, how to get your husband to do a skincare routine? And what is Nate willing to do skincare wise? I love this question so much. And this is
I did not read ahead on this one.
So the answer for what's Nate willing to do is like nothing. I finally got him to wash his face, but he'll only do it in the shower.
I always washed my face
Well, he would
with
use
soap.
with like the same bar of soap that
Yeah.
he'd use on his.
That's what men do. Not on my. I use my my body soap,
right,
but
that's
not the same.
That's not okay.
I didn't use the same.
Anyway, point is, I'm not down for bar soap, body bar
Right.
soap.
She
on
says
the
it's
face.
drying.
And it doesn't have any of the stuff your skin needs. So I did finally get him on face wash. He just used like drugstore Cetaphil because I'm not gonna get him like the
No offense,
Tatcha
just-
Camellia Oil
I
cleanser.
don't know what you're saying.
Just be glad I didn't spend the money on it for you,
Yeah.
babe. So that's like the extent of it. Here's what I would love to get him to do. And if any husbands out there are willing, this is what I would recommend. Cleanser, even if it's just at night. See, I'd rather you
What's
wash
cleanser?
your face. That's what you do in the shower with this
Oh, okay.
scrub.
Okay, so do that at
I would
night.
rather you do
Good.
that at night and get the pollution and the grime and the sweat off your
Yeah,
face.
good point.
And then follow it up with an eye cream and a moisturizer, like bare minimum.
That's my big problem is these eye wrinkles. They give me away.
Well, they're handsome on you. They're very
Thank you.
distinguished.
De Niro.
But I personally am trying to
But I would
have the
say-
eyes of a newborn for the rest of my life.
I do have kind of porcelain skin otherwise.
You have beautiful skin. You do.
But wrinkly for sure.
You do have wonderful.
Oh, and then I get the razor burn. We don't know what to do about that. Razor burn from.
Yeah, you could probably
shaving my
benefit
neck.
from like an aftershave or
Mm.
like maybe a toner even. And then in the morning, I think anybody who lives in LA especially needs to be using vitamin C serum. The antioxidants are so good for your skin and fighting
I do that?
pollution, and you don't do that. I would love to get you to do that. And then also SPF. Even no matter where you live. Why do you keep trying to steal our routine?
I wanted to show them your lipstick.
They
profound.
don't want to see that. What are you doing?
Sorry, is that bad? Is that embarrassing? I'm sorry.
Oh, they know.
That's
I'm
what my
wearing
lip
lipstick.
touched earlier.
Okay. Anyway, point is, if you can get your man to wear SPF, I think that's so key. I would love to get SPF on this beautiful
should.
face every day. But
Yeah, my nose
that's-
is always red because I'm in the sun a lot.
Yeah, he's not.
Well, not a lot.
He's not really willing to do anything.
No, I should.
Yeah, we're gonna start stepping it up.
Maybe.
Okay.
I definitely want
That'll
to.
become a new installment this week in Nate's skincare.
Nice.
So far, I can report it's just cleanser, but we'll take what we can get. All right, next.
Well, I'm a fastidious, like I wash my hands constantly.
Well,
and
yes,
stuff.
he's. Yeah, I just, your skin needs some moisture.
Yeah.
All right, I love this question so much. If you woke up and realized you switched bodies, what would you do first? And then how would you go about the day? I don't know if I want to know Nate's answer to this.
I wish we could show a clip from LA Story with Steve Martin because he talks about this.
He does? I don't remember that part.
He said, "How do you get anything done
Oh, boy.
with boobs? If I had boobs, I would just play with them all day." Anyway, that's what Steve Martin said, not me.
That's probably your answer, too. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I would do? If I woke up as Nate, I would make the bed,
Oh.
clean the apartment, go out shopping to Tiffany's, get my wife something really, really nice,
Huh.
and get her some beautiful flowers, plan an amazing date, romantic reservations on a rooftop somewhere.
So this is what I should do, I guess.
I don't know. I just feel like part of the fun of being a guy is you get to plan like proposals and stuff. So that would be my
Just one.
first thought. I don't know.
Hopefully.
Or I would go around the house and I would like open all the pickle jars and
Use your superpowers.
screw in the light bulbs that are really high. Yeah, all the stuff I can't usually do.
I would eat whatever I wanted.
And then how would you go about the day?
Just
I
kidding.
would just have
I'd
a
have
very
a buffet after a buffet.
That's mean. I give my
How long-
body back and be like, what'd you do?
How long does this last? Just one day?
I think just one day.
Oh, one
Thank
day.
God. Yeah.
What would I do?
Yeah, I would eat really healthy. I'd work out. I'd like lift some weights.
I'd probably play with my hair a lot too because I've never had long hair.
I do that too, yeah.
It'd be fun.
You'd be a mess. It would come back in like one big tangle. I'd be like, Nate, you had one day to take care
With
of
some
it.
peanut.
Oh my God, what if you cut it?
No.
I've been growing it for so long. Okay. That was a really fun question. I love that.
Yeah, creative people.
Okay, what are your hobbies together and apart? We're both writers. I like to write novels and he likes to write screenplays.
I like comic books, I guess we mentioned.
Yeah. Together, we write together sometimes. Or we'll write together but separately, like at a coffee shop. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that is fun.
We can't interrupt each other and like bounce stuff off the other.
Mostly I ask her how to spell things. She's very smart.
I like that actually. It's makes me feel very important.
She's right like every time.
Thank you. I
99.9.
pride myself on that. What else are our hobbies? We like to be outside. We like to take the dogs.
Go to movies.
Disney.
Movie
I
pass.
like to drag him to Disney. We do love to go to the movies a lot. Like we see everything in theaters. We like going out to eat.
Yeah, I like that too much.
Okay, so how do you spice up the marriage?
Oh.
That's what you were reading ahead to. That one's tough, honestly.
Sometimes she makes me dress up as a baby.
No, you don't. You do that on your own, babe.
No, she's never done it.
I mean, fortunately, I don't feel like I feel like it's already kind of spicy. I
So
don't know.
dirty, the baby thing.
What are you doing?
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
gosh.
Okay, sorry.
No, seriously though, I feel like, well, having creative stuff that we do together. I think
Thank you.
we're both creative people, and like it's something we're passionate about, so that's fun. Like we'll have a writing project we do together, or honestly, even remember early on we were dating, we randomly decoupaged a coffee table together.
Yes.
I don't know why we did that.
I didn't even know what that word meant then, but for those who don't know, we put a bunch of like
we cut
clippings.
I don't even know if I used that
Do
word
people-
right, but we like cut
Can you verb?
things out of like old 1920s ads, and we pasted them all over this IKEA coffee table and like shellacked
And then,
it.
yeah, we never
Anyway,
quite finished it.
That's probably the
for-
weirdest way to keep your relationship spicy.
Spicy.
But honestly, I feel like having a project like that does kind of unite you, and it's fun, and it's something creative, and you're just like talking and bonding over it. It gives you like a common goal.
Yes. I'm struggling with the word spicy because that implies to me naughty business. Is that
yeah.
what they're saying?
I'm not saying that was a huge turn on.
Yeah, I don't remember
The
like
coffee
rolling around in
table wasn't
decoupage.
like desecrated. If it's
But,
okay, so what if it's more? I feel like I'm blushing.
Yeah,
Is it
me too.
along those lines? I don't know. I'm shy.
Spicy means like, well, we go on dates and stuff, and
I mean, how much should we reveal? Like,
Yeah,
if your
really.
man likes lingerie,
oh,
you can.
Too much.
Yeah.
oh.
I don't know. Hit me
I will
up
say
first.
stuff like this though.
Yeah,
I don't know if
question.
it makes it spicy, but it I really enjoy that we have these little time capsules of our relationship now.
Aw,
So thank you for inspiring that.
thanks. I don't think it was like a sexual question. I think it's like, what do you do to keep each other on your toes and like keep everything special? So
Oh,
I don't know, like little surprises for each other. Leaving little notes around the house is really
she does
fun.
that so well. I forget to do that, but I do buy flowers fairly often. But
He does. Yeah, little surprises they go a long way.
thank you.
And that can go, that can be like a meet me in the bedroom kind of thing.
What? We have a studio, so it's.
Right, it's like meet me 2 feet from here. Okay. I'm still a little blushy from that conversation. What are the other person's top 3 favorite movies?
Oh,
That's a little tough, but
that is tough.
okay.
Hers tend to change with each new movie she sees.
That's not true. I know.
A
my
little.
top-
No, that's true. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm pretty predictable, actually.
Top 3 though. Okay, can I go first?
Sure.
I would say You've Got Mail.
Ding, 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 ding. For sure, the crowning cinematic achievement of our era. I love that movie so much.
First person.
So good.
Notting Hill. No,
It's
Oh,
top 10.
she loves
I'll
it,
give you
but-
top 10.
Okay, I shouldn't cheat though. Did We Bought a Zoo jump into the top 10?
Yeah, We
Top
Bought a
3?
Zoo. I was definitely top 3. I
Really?
love that movie. I didn't
Shoot,
think
so
you'd get
now-
that. I'm impressed. Is it because
It's such a cheerful. No. I mean,
It's
maybe.
so heartwarming, honestly. If you haven't seen it, and if you're an animal lover, oh, it's so good.
It's about this family that buys a zoo.
Matt Damon,
Yeah.
ScarJo.
It's loosely based on.
I actually
a true
want to
story.
have like a We Bought a
Cameron
Zoo
Crowe
day.
directed.
Go to the zoo and watch the movie. Okay,
Oh, that
anyway.
sounds nice. And
What-
then
what else?
there's a bunch tied for third, then or tied for
Mm-hmm.
top 3 with you. I would think. You mentioned 2 of them: Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella live action.
Yeah, any Disney movie would complete that. for
Oh,
sure.
okay. There's no
Yeah.
other particular. Well, but I know that she loves Will Ferrell, serious role.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Stranger Than Fiction.
I do love that movie.
And I have to
That's
second
a
that.
good one. Yeah. Okay, so your top 3: Dead Poet Society,
I do love that.
Dark Knight, or Batman Begins.
Yeah, I struggle with that because I love them all, but yeah,
I'm
yeah. Let's say
cheating, I'm
sure.
looking at our
Oh, you
shelf.
are looking.
But I don't know because you have a.
It's hard.
Crash.
No, I do love Crash too, but
Top 10, right?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Oh, Children of Men.
Oh, that should be top 3.
That's got to be top 3. You
I
love
might
that
move
movie.
Batman out, believe it or not, because I have to stick with one from my youth.
The one with the boombox.
No, that's good too. That's say anything. Same director as We Bought a Zoo. There would
Am
be
I
a
on the
lot of
right
editing.
track with that?
No, it's more violent.
Violent. Oh, True Romance.
Yeah,
Okay,
True
yeah.
Romance.
So we did pretty good.
Christian Slater.
Yeah, we've seen all
Patricia
each other's
Arquette.
favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I gotta move us a little
Okay,
bit
sorry.
faster because this last question is one I really wanted to
Shoot, that's right.
dedicate a lot of time to. So the question is, compare living in the South to living in the West of the United States.
Yeah.
So I wanted to invite my special guest as a guest expert on this question because Nate kind of grew up in California, but he lived in Savannah for a total of like 15 years. Ish.
Off and on, yeah. I lived there
Yeah.
twice, but
And I was born in Atlanta,
more
Georgia.
like 12 years.
Then I grew up in Orlando, Florida, which I honestly don't consider the South. Like Florida's almost like a suburb of New York. It's not, it's like the Panhandle's pretty southern.
Geographically, I think.
Geographically, it's South, but culturally,
of the United States.
I think the question is like, you know, like that perception of the Southern
Right.
culture versus the perception of the Western culture. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
They're both wonderful places to live, and they're both
At least
beautiful.
our limited experience with each, like Savannah and LA.
We're well, I mean, I know Atlanta really well too.
That's true. That's true.
Basically,
And I know the
Georgia
Senator
versus
there.
California, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And they're both wonderful places to live. I will say personally, I would rather live in LA than anywhere else in the world. I love it here so, so much.
The weather is kind
Yeah.
of hard.
I'm
to
a big
give
weather
up.
person. Like, weather weighs in heavily on my decision making. I would just, like, once I knew this kind of weather existed, that was it for me. I was
Yeah.
like, well, I obviously need to live there because it's always 75 degrees and sunny. It's just amazing. It's so nice.
It is awesome.
And I mean, we need more rain, but I honestly very much enjoy not having to like ever bring an umbrella or a jacket, except at night it gets cool.
There's a little
crisp.
something. She says umbrella. I say umbrella.
I don't really have a southern accent unless
Certain
a lot
words
of
she
drinking happens.
leaks out.
Yeah. It's an umbrella.
I don't know that that's
How do you say it?
umbrella. I put it on the braille.
No, it's an umbrella. Oh, jeez. And I think that cultural perception of the South doesn't even really exist. Like, if you're thinking of that, like, Gone with the Wind accent, and other than Paula Deen, I didn't know anybody that really talked that way, which we did know Paula Deen.
Yeah. I worked with her. But we were saying earlier that it is true that the friendliness towards strangers does
Yes.
seem to be a little bit more.
Yes, I miss that about
common
the
there.
South. People are so much friendlier when you walk past somebody on the sidewalk. It's like, hey, how you doing? With like eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that out here, you will get looked at like you're a crazy person.
Sometimes you'll find.
Sometimes but then when you do, it's like, oh, you're from the South too. Right?
Yeah.
That really threw me when we moved out here. I remember like I was doing laundry in our apartment complex laundry room, and a neighbor came in with their laundry and they were using the washer next to me. I was like, hey, how are you? Thinking like in the South, you would 100% share neighborhood gossip, talk about why didn't the landlord do this? And did you see that cop car last week?
Right.
And like how everything's going. Like that's key to like the Southern way of life. So I was shocked when the neighbor didn't even like acknowledge me.
She was like,
It was literally crickets in that laundry room. And that I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out here.
But on the other hand, some people like that people are more private here and not all up in your business.
Yeah, no, it's not like the South where people are like on the porch with their sweet tea vodka, like, she's doing the walk of shame.
Yeah.
Everybody knows your business in the South. That's true.
It's true.
But I don't know. I miss like, I feel like I fit in better in the South because I am more of like a talkative. I mean, it's okay because, like I said, for the weather alone, I would live out here. But I miss like saying. I feel like people are suspicious of like why I'm nice and friendly.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you want?
Like she's gonna try to convince us to join Scientology or something.
Yeah. Which that's
Which does
another
happen here,
difference.
yeah.
I was shocked when we moved out here. There was like a Scientology flyer on my car in the first week.
Yeah, they're all over the place, and
It's very different. Yeah.
and in the South it's more.
Well, that's the other difference is you don't really see
Baptist.
churches here. Like
Every
I
corner
remember
there.
when we moved to LA, the highway had a sign like sponsored by the Atheists of America,
Right.
and I was like, wow, you would never see that in Georgia. There's just no way.
Yeah.
But there's a church every block, so it's culturally way more religious out there.
But Savannah, in general, I'd say is a little microcosm. Is that the word? It's a little island
fancy.
unto itself.
It
Technically,
is.
I've heard it is an island, but I don't know if that's true. Anyway, it is more liberal and
It's very artsy.
artsy
population.
and yeah.
We have great friends there. I miss the people there so much, but I wouldn't want to live in the South again.
No.
I mean, maybe Atlanta because that's where my family is, but
Savannah and Atlanta are both pretty metropolitan
Right.
compared to the rest of like Georgia is more rural and
but that you could say that about California too. I mean, there's some very
That's true.
rural.
That's true.
Rural is a hard word to say.
Bakersfield, rural juror.
Rural. Another thing about how we were saying people are kind of friendlier overall is I miss the wave in traffic. When you let somebody in, I think this is a Seinfeld episode. If it's not, it should have been. You're supposed to get a wave, like a little thank you wave in the rear view. And I only got one once since
No, we've got more than that.
I've only gotten one once, and it was like a Georgia plate, and I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
so you're a long way from home, okay. They don't do the wave out here. I miss the wave. I miss those little gestures of common courtesy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people are mean or
Right.
bad at all. It's just not expected out here. It's very different. It's like everybody just do their own thing.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. What I do love about living out here, one of the many things, is that since I am such a film enthusiast, we both are
Yes.
into film and movie, TV stuff. Anyway, every time we go to a diner or a bar, anywhere, the conversations we overhear, if we're eavesdropping, are usually about filmmaking and creative endeavors, and that's really exciting here. Mm-hmm. And Savannah had a lot of that because there's a big art college there, but in general, the South is more about like,
Right.
oh, are you going to church this way? I don't know.
Yeah, they say it's like,
you over here.
what do you do, where do you go to church, and what do you drink? Those are like the questions
Yeah.
in Savannah or in Georgia. One thing I will say is the bugs in the South are gnarly. Like, I don't miss bugs at all. Oh, man.
We have sand gnats and mosquitoes and...
Like, when you go to the beach, you would just be covered, like your suntan lotion would have like little bugs dying in it.
Blood dripping everywhere. It's so horrifying.
Gross. Graphic. And then I remember at night...
And here we don't have bugs to speak of. Although I hear there's like scorpions and stuff, but thank goodness we haven't encountered them.
But like on the sidewalks in Savannah at night, with every step, you can see the cockroaches like
over.
it's like this blanket of cockroaches.
And they fly.
And they can fly.
That's so bad.
Didn't you have one like fly in through your air conditioning unit once?
It gave me chills.
Oh my gosh. I don't miss those at all.
But we're not looking forward to our first earthquake. I've experienced it before when I was younger.
Knock on wood. We
Yeah.
haven't had that. But I have to say, you know, the South has tornadoes and hurricanes, and
Yeah, that's true. More common.
you get those way more often based on my like 3 years in California. Knock on wood. Oh my gosh. You know, we've never had. Oh my gosh, I'm knocking on so much wood. I shouldn't be saying this. It's gonna be an earthquake right now while I film. But
that would be crazy. It's like.
Stop. Point is, there's a lot more like weather and natural disasters to deal with. Like you do get notice of hurricanes and you do get a little bit of notice of tornadoes. But like twice in the South, we wound up pulling our car off the highway because of a tornado alert.
We were ignoring the warnings, but.
No, we had to pull over because our phone was like, seek shelter now.
But I mean, we didn't believe.
The sky turned black and I thought we were going to die. It was terrifying. So I don't miss that at all. Like that was so much drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the heat, it's so much hotter. I kind of miss the humidity because it made my skin amazing, but then it made my hair awful. So I don't know. I don't miss the humidity. I remember the first time we visited California, it was so hot. I'm trying to get a lot in. Yeah, but it was summer. It was really hot.
Dry.
And you were like, let's wait in the shade. And I was like, why? And we stepped into the shade and it was like 20 degrees cooler and there's a little breeze playing in the hair on my forehead. And I was like, wow, shade works here.
Yeah.
Like when you're in a humid environment, there's no difference. The shade is just as
moisture
sticky
finds you
and horrible.
wherever you hide.
And yeah, there's no escaping it. So I think I'd be kind of a wuss with like a southern summer now. I'm so spoiled to a Californian summer where even on the hottest day, you can always just sit under a tree and it feels so good.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the weather here. I mean, I keep coming back to weather. It's a huge thing for me. Hopefully we were fair. They're both amazing places. I would love to hear you guys' opinion on this. They're both amazing places. They're both full of amazing people. I really don't have anything like bad to say other than like nitpicking the bugs.
And we feel a little safer here in general, but that's
I do
just
feel safer, I will say.
The area we lived in was a bit more.
It was easier to
private,
find ourselves in a bad area there.
Yeah.
And like hear gunshots at night and scary stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful that I feel so much safer in LA, which I never thought I would say. It's not the perception of LA or any big city, but I do feel much safer here. Yeah. But Savannah's a beautiful place if you get the chance to visit. It was a perfect place to fall in love. Perfect place to get married. And we definitely want to go back to visit. I just don't see us ever living in the South again, really. Do you?
No. Although I think we've mentioned this before, but we had like a 4-bedroom house, and now.
Oh my gosh, that
and
needs to be mentioned. The real estate prices are insanely different. We pay twice as much.
We owned a 4-bedroom house.
So insane. We had a backyard, the trampoline, the hot tub, the dogs were free to roam. But then we were hearing gunshots at night, you know? And
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
can't put a price on gunshots.
There's plenty of places in Savannah you wouldn't hear gunshots, but
Yeah.
where we were,
And plenty of
we
places here you would, but
Exactly.
thankfully we seem a little isolated from it.
I definitely feel safer though. And
Look at that. Did some damage.
this video was exactly 1 cocktail long. So this was fun. We did like a little Q&A cocktail hour. Let us know.
Oh, we didn't toast. Yikes. I should have
Just
done
do
it.
this in reverse. Ooh,
Wait, okay, watch this. She is so good at coming up with a toast. And
You're
yeah,
in.
you ready?
Okay.
I can never do it. I'm like, is it us? I don't know.
On our 2-week anniversary date,
Yeah.
he toasted to 2 more weeks.
So now we always say
So
that.
that's our toast now, to 2 more weeks.
That's how you keep it spicy. Okay.
You keep them on, like, they don't know if they got more than 2 weeks or not.
Yeah.
No, it's
Wait,
horrible.
oh, do we toast? I don't know. Do you clink first and then talk?
No, you talk, then you
Okay.
clink. Okay. Thank you all for joining us.
That's the.
I'm not doing a toast. But I do want to say thank you guys so much. Please let us know if you enjoyed our little like Q&A cocktail hour. Clink. I love having Nady here, and you guys are so sweet. You love him just as much as I do, I feel
Thank
like.
you so much.
Give us, if you have more questions or more topics. I hope we did those justice. I was trying to cover a lot.
Yeah,
but this video is probably so long.
And I'm a rambler. I admit it.
He's my rambling country
I get
man.
nervous and my tongue just goes.
Oh, you're the
Sorry.
best, baby. Thank
No,
you for
you are.
joining
Thank
me.
you. Should we make out
Okay,
really
and
gross?
thank you guys for joining us. So we will see you in the next one.
Until then,
Cheers.
may all your
2 more weeks.
to 2 more weeks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.